On a high. So let's see if that happens or not. But there are, of course, individual stocks to take note of as well. And our team is standing by with the list of top stocks to watch for the day. Guys, morning to all of you. And finally, thank God it's Friday. So let's start with the insurers. They were dominating the news action yesterday, trying to figure out a life post the GST changes. And we had some exchange notifications from some of the companies. So tell us more.
So yesterday we saw that all these insurance names have slipped in trade and they were like down almost 3 to 4% from days high, and that was on the back of GST Council announcement. GST Council has exempt all the premium that you or I pay on our insurance from GST. So it might be a relief to customers, but the big question was, will this impact on embedded value of life insurance companies? So now these companies have released statements. So first, HDFC Life is saying change will spur demand over time and that will be accretive to value new business, and it sees less than 0.5% impact on embedded value, and it maintains its target to double its VNB over next 4 to 5 years. Next is SBI Life. It sees an impact of less than 0.2% on its embedded value due to transition in this tax regime, and ICICI Prudential, because it's ULIP heavy, it sees an impact of 1% on its embedded value. So I won't be surprised if we see a recovery in all these insurance names in today's trade.
Okay, all right. Thanks a lot for that, Sid. Well, I'm looking at Sri Digvijay Cement, and there are two pieces of news. The first one, the promoter entity True North Fund, they have gone ahead and they've agreed to divest 50% of the 55% stake they held in the company to India Resurgence Fund. That's the platform that's backed by the Piramal Group and Bain Capital. The sale will take place in 2 tranches. The price is around 85 rupees that their deal will be done, implying a deal value of approximately 630 crores for the 50%. That translates to around $80 on a per ton basis, based on the company's integrated cement capacity. The transaction obviously will trigger an open offer for the additional 26%, and that will be at around 92 rupees per share, which is around where the stock price is. The second piece of news is Sri Digvijay Cement has also approved a 10-year exclusive cement distribution agreement with Highborn Cement. That's going to further strengthen their presence in Gujarat. As part of the agreement, Sri Digvijay, well, they'll extend a refundable deposit of around 400 crores to Highborn, and the distribution agreement will be valued at around 600 crore rupees annually with some kind of provisions for revisions. Now, Sri Digvijay Cement, they have the option to go ahead and acquire 100% in Highborn within 8 years. Together, both the companies, well, they'll become a larger entity. The grinding capacity goes to around 6 million tons odd in a very, very competitive Gujarat market. But since this deal is out of the way and since they have a strategic plan going ahead, going with green on Sri Digvijay Cement. But, let's go across to Gaurav, who's here. Gaurav, good morning. I think they dressed us up alike today. Inch pinch. But you're tracking 2 companies. Tell us more about them.
Yeah, 2 NBFCs in focus today. First is Sanman Capital, and the reason being that Mr. Himanshu Modi has been appointed as Deputy CEO here. Now remember, Modi comes from the background. He was CFO, Group CFO at Suzlon Group. And when we look at Sanman Capital also, fundamentally, there are a few changes that we have noticed. From FY29, we have seen AUM has declined almost by 50%. But at the same time, when we talk about AUM growth from here on, we see some kind of green shoots. And the reason being, management has said that by FY27, they want to reach this AUM growth at around 1 lakh crore, which implies more than 20% CAGR growth. And at the same time, they are also saying that the legacy book will come in single digits. Currently, it is at 37%. So definitely some green shoots we are seeing in the fundamentals as well. Other than that, Aptus value, this stock is in focus. Yesterday we saw a block deal where Westbridge offloaded almost 8 crore shares, but we saw some prominent investors in the likes of Eastbridge Capital, and at the same time some mutual funds like Aditya Birla, ICICI Pru. Along with that, when we talk about fundamentals here as well, we are seeing that the company is eyeing for 25,000 crores of AUM by FY29, which implies 24% growth from here on. So definitely both the stocks fundamentally as well as some news flow which is positive, which can impact the stock today.
All right, so 2 financials, right? And we'll dig deeper a little while from now on both these names with Gaurav. So that's Samman and Aptus. Well, Biocon and Zydus Life are the next ones we want to focus on. Vinny's here with details. Vinny, good morning.
Hi, good morning. So keeping an eye out on Biocon because of some bit of a subdued or a somber news coming in here, as you could say. The US FDA has completed inspection in its Biocon Biologics facility. They've given 5 observations with the Form 483. The observations, the company said, is going to be procedural in nature, doesn't pertain to any data integrity or anything related to compliance front. And the company is also highlighting that they don't expect an impact coming in on the supply front, but an important facility for the company. So that is why we could see red on the screen for this one. Zydus Life now, that one has signed an agreement with Synthon, and this is an exclusive agreement, licensing agreement. In this, this is going to be for ozanimod capsules. This is in the US market. The market size of this capsule is around $637 million in the US, and this is according to the IQVIA MAT July 2025 data. Now, in this, Synthon will actually be obtaining all those final regulatory approvals. They will be manufacturing it as well as focusing on supply as well, while Zydus will manage the commercialization of this drug in the US market. One advantage that comes in for them in the short term is that they are one of the first filers for this drug, and that is why they will have that 180-day exclusive period as well. So in that short term, they could see a lot of benefit on this front.
Okay, all right, Vinny, got it. So we'll keep Zydus Life on our radar as well. Let's get to Ria. Ria, you're watching out for Aarti Drugs and Bharat Forge. Morning.
Good morning. First, taking a look at Aarti Drugs, the company's new manufacturing facility in Gujarat has commenced commercial production with effect from the 4th of September. Now, they have a capacity of 60 metric tons per day with a current utilization at 1/3 of the capacity, and the plant is expected to reach full capacity utilization over the next 12 to 18 months. Now, this unit is going to manufacture DMA as MMA as well as TMA and their derivatives, and this is going to cater to domestic demand first and then go into export markets based on their potential. The next stock that we're looking at is Bharat Forge. The company's step-down subsidiary has inked an agreement with Andhra Pradesh's infra agency to buy 950 acres of land, and they are going to undertake the development of an end-to-end defense energetics manufacturing complex, and this is going to include high explosives manufacturing plant, an ammunition filling plant, and a gun propellant facility, as well as provisions for future expansion into energetics for rockets, missile systems, space launch vehicles, and this will also be followed by advanced energetics. So positive news flow for both of these stocks expected to open in the green today.
Okay, all right, Ria, got it. Thanks very much for those few names. Let's quickly recap our list of all the stocks that we should be watching out this morning. The ones that have positive news flow would be HDFC Life, ICICI Prudential Life, SBI Life, Sri Digvijay Cement, Saman Capital, Aptus Value, Housing Finance, Zydus Life, Aarti Drugs, and Bharat Forge. Biocon is the only stock with slightly negative news flow around it today. Okay, so that's the stock list for the morning. Let's figure out what's happening in the world of commodities.